Hey y'all, it's been a while since I've been on here. I took some time off after I had my surgery, and I think it was the end of October. That was the last time I did a video, so it's been a long time. But I'm back, and I have been doing some deep cleaning and a lot of destashing in my crafts. Destashing the whole house actually, because we're gonna get ready to move. We're gonna build a house. So I have been just keeping myself busy destashing the whole house basically, but I have a lot of crafts that I'm going to be trying to get rid of. So I'm going to start off today, and I'm going to destash some fabric bundles. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And to my usual ladies, you know who you are. I love every one of you. Thank you so much if you're joining me. And if you haven't purchased from me before and you see something you like, this is the information that you will need. My channel name is Tina Parker Designs. My email is tina@theparkerbunch.com. I'm going to need your email and your address. And also, I use PayPal, so I will need your PayPal information. And I do use Pirate Ship for the cheapest rate. And I need you to comment on under this video the number that you wish to purchase. And I don't know how to do the lives yet. I'm hoping to hopefully have another way to sell soon. Hopefully we can figure something out on that. I have a couple of ladies that hopefully can help me out with that. So I'm going to start out with the most expensive kit today, and I'm trying to keep these very affordable for you, and because I just need them gone. I need to get rid of them. So I'm trying to keep these as affordable as possible. The first kit is going to be a crochet or a crochet look. They may not actually be all crochet, but they have that look about it. So I just put some kits together. This is going to be number 1. Forgot to pull out my numbers, y'all. I'm just going to say the number, and I hope that y'all will get that. Not get confused. Maybe I should just go grab my numbers. Hang on just a second. I don't want nobody to be confused. I hope everybody's doing well. I have talked to a few of y'all, but there's a lot of y'all that I miss talking to. It's been so long. So hopefully I can get back to crafting soon. I have done a few Easter things just for myself. Not really done anything for sale or anything like that lately. Let's see. I'm going to have 22 items today. I'm going to get my... Let's see. I hope these numbers are in order. 1 through 22 here. This is going to be item number 1. Now, maybe we won't get confused. You or I. Okay. This is it. Like I said, this is a crochet or crochet look bundle. This is a 47 piece. And this is the most expensive thing I have today. This bundle is going to be $10 for 47 pieces. This is a destash, so they're going to be all different size cuts here. It's just going to be a little kit for you to play with. I'm going to go really quickly and show you what you're getting. I have a lot of kits to go through and show you, so I'm going to flip through these really quick. This is part of a flower. And let's see, I think there's 5 pieces that you can make a flower with. I don't know the best way to do this, y'all, because I'm going to be like Butterfingers. I'm just going to lay them to the side as I show you. You're going to get a couple of tassel pieces, or dangle pieces, rather. Just something to play with. Like I said, this was a destash. I had a lot of little bits that I just have been holding on to, and it needs to go. There's a pretty good bit of dangle there. These are perfect for your tags, or just to play with. I love this. I think that is so pretty. It's got strings, and some of it I might have taken off of clothing, so if you see anything that needs snipping away, you ladies know how to do it. I love to repurpose clothing and things like that. This has a, I'm not sure what kind of, I guess that was maybe to put on, I don't know if that was like for pillows or for sheets or something. I don't remember where I got this from, but I had a really large piece of this. So you're getting that. There's so many types of laces in here that just look like crochet, but they're probably not actually crochet. But I think they go pretty together, so that's why I put them in here. There's that one. I hope I'm in the camera. Let me explain too. I have, since it's been since October, excuse me, since I did a video, and I have recently gotten a new phone, and I video from my phone. I got it for Christmas, and so this is my first video, y'all, since I got my new phone. And I hope I'm in camera. I think I am. I have to stand up to see what I'm filming here. This is I think this is vintage, and I think this was coffee dyed from somebody, whoever I got it from. It's really pretty. A lot of these kits will have some vintage and some will be new. I said I was going to do this really quick, but I guess there's really no way to do it really quick. There's so many different pieces here. If you love crochet or this look, you can have a lot of fun, and you can do endless amounts of projects. That has like the 3 scallops. You can just cut that and have 3 different little bottoms to your tags or something, or go across a page. So many ways you can use these. I just love the little scallops at the bottom. And some people like to put this and then put like an image or something on top. Some of them, if you see stains, they were like that when I got them, okay? Because I don't coffee dye. Some of these might have been coffee dyed when I got them, the vintage ones, because I do purchase kits myself. They're so fun to play with. But when you have an overabundance, it's time to shed some. I've been collecting for years, so yeah, it was. And y'all know I have Destashes, or I did have quite often, because I just keep buying and keep buying and keep buying. We all do that, don't we? But it's so fun. These are so cute. So cute. So many things you can make with these. Now this it looks like crochet, but I don't think that's crochet. Just little bits and pieces here. That one just needs pressing. It's just wrinkly where it's been packed up. Cute little flowers. You could always fussy cut the flowers if you didn't want to use it as is. Got a little tiny fringe if you want to take that off and make that fringe like this here. You could just take this, remove the string or cut in between there. You got that one. I love these with the little, they look like little dangles, but they're attached. They're so cute. Love that little piece. I do believe this was part of a collar. Did I mention that I have 3 of these sets available? So a lot of these kits I will have at least 2, some 3, some 4. I only have 2, I think, that I only have 1. And those are coming up at the last. Get a large piece of that. Isn't that pretty? That would almost make a book cover, and then you could decorate on top of that. That's really cute. You could turn that into a page in a book or a book cover. I love this. This was a sweater that just looks like the crochet. If y'all seen my sales before, you know I like this kind of thing. It's so pretty. The texture on the background of this is just so pretty and delicate. I love it. That would make a pretty cover too. Y'all probably seen some of this before. I love the color. And then this is the last. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So that's going to be item number 1, the crochet bundle. It is 47 pieces for $10. That was item number 1. Sorry, I have to keep it to where I can keep up with it. Got it on top of my lid over here, and it's trying to fall. And y'all forgive me if you've watched me before. You know I don't like the little fuzzies, and I have to use my lint roller because it drives me bananas. I'm sorry. Okay, item number 2. This is just going to be a white bundle. It's going to be a mix of like your crochet and your laces. Let me see. I don't even know what this has been a while since I've done these, and I can't remember exactly what I've got in here. We'll see together. This is item number 2. Now I have 4 of these available, and these are going to be 30 pieces. And I'm just going to start showing them to you, and I'm going to try to go through these faster. It's just different little pieces, different cuts. Like I said, some of them are going to be big, some of them are going to be small. It's just little bundles for you to play with. And if you're a new crafter looking to get some supplies, this is a great way to get you started. These little kits are so fun to play with. I hope these are showing up for y'all. And I know it's getting dark, and I hope my light's okay. Some of these are folded over. I'll try to unfold them, but that just takes more time. Yep, that's folded over. I'll just tell you, how about that? That's double that length. That's single. This is double. You could put a ribbon in the middle of that, any color. So pretty. And this one I love. This is beautiful. You could cut these and use it and put a little image or something in the middle. So pretty. Or you could put if you had a wide ribbon, you could put a ribbon in that too. This is doubled over. I think this is triple. This may be a yard. This is probably a yard. And this is doubled over. You could cut these flowers individually if you didn't want to use them. You could cut this and make these a dangle. You could cut these little pieces here and use that as a dangle. Pretty. Doubled over lace. Pretty laces. That's so many. A little piece of some dangle here. So many different pieces to play with. This one is super soft. It has the eyelash trim on it, top and bottom. It's a pretty big piece of that. This reminds me of a fence or something. It'd be pretty to put little flowers. Could use for pockets too. This is delicate. This is very delicate, pretty. Another piece with the fringe on the top and the bottom. Well, it's trying to fold up on me. They're similar, but they're different. This is a pretty piece. I love it. It's got a good texture. This is shiny. Just a piece of lace here. And this is a piece that had a border. It has like a house, the man and the woman under the tree, and then it repeats. We have another piece of lace. This is a good size right here. It's a good piece of lace. That might kind of go with an off-white instead of pure white. I think that may have a tinge of off-white. It's a good piece, a good background piece to put over something. And this was a piece of a curtain. You can take it apart. You can take this little hem out and use it as you wish. I just left it in there in case you want to use, keep it on there. But you got your flowers here. And if you wanted to cut, in between here and leave a scallop like that. A lot of ways you could play with it to get a good piece of that. So that is your 30-piece white kit. And this one is going to be $8. And I have 4 of these available. Did I say I had 3 of number 1? I have 3 number 1 and I have 4 of number 2. Number 1 was $10, 47 piece. Number 2 is a 30 piece for $8. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's been a while. Y'all bear with me. I'm out of practice, y'all. I got to get back with it. Okay, item number 3. This is going to be some browns. Different shades of browns here. This is going to be a 21 piece. And this is just, you know, little bits, different, just like I said, it was a Destash. So just little bits that I had too much of that I'm trying to get rid of here. So you're going to have all kinds of stuff to play with. This is such a cute trim here. I just love that little scallop. Love it. They're all so cute. I've given you some pretty pink polka dots on ribbon. And some more polka dot ribbon. Oh, sorry. Some baby. This is that tiny Rick Rack. And I think I've had this in my sales before. I think I give you a yard of that. This is a lighter colored brown. And then another one. These are good to make bows. Or like, you know, stick out the top of your tag or something. Or use as trim. Either way you want to use it. This is cute too. Get a big piece of that. This little trim. It's a big piece of that too. Got some dangle here. And I'm not sure if this is actually a light colored black or if that's brown. But it could, I think it goes with brown too. The way the color changes. Anyway, you're getting this in the brown kit. I do have a black kit, but I think this goes more with this one. So there you go. This is really pretty. Got your different shades. It's got some ivory, some white. Big piece of that. Some pretty little gathered lace here. Trim. Pretty. Another piece of a ribbon with some gold. Y'all know me and the little sheer laces. I love them. They're so pretty to make tags and things with. This is a taupey brown. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. Get a little piece of that to play with. I loved this one. I've had this one for a while. I finally decided to part with most of it. I still have a little bit for myself, but this is so pretty for fall. It's like leaves. Love the texture. It's so pretty. I love it. And then we have this one. This looks like chocolate milk. Got a big piece of that. You have some little tulle to play with at the top. And you have some darker brown here. Super pretty. Love this one. This is super shiny. I love it. So pretty. Has the eyelash trim at the bottom. You get a piece of that. Do I have that backwards? No, guess I didn't. Okay. Yeah, it's got that shine on it. It's so pretty. When the light hits it, it's shiny. You have this lighter color. And then this is just fun. This has some sparkle to it. This has little, I think this is little sequins. I'm not sure. Yeah. It's got little sequins in there, shiny sequins. I'm not sure if that's picking up. Maybe the light will catch it. Just some netting. It's big netting. I'll give you a big piece of this. It's shiny. I hope it's shining for y'all. It's really pretty to play with. You got a big piece of that. And then last but not least, I love this color, and the fabric is just, it's like, I'm not sure if it's like taffeta, sort of a, not silk, but somewhere along those lines, and it's shimmery. I just love it. That would make gorgeous flowers. See the little fuzzies everywhere? They're going to drive me crazy. Okay, that's your chocolate or your brown bundle. What did I say? I said these are 21-piece kits. And I have 2 of these available. Also for $8. I hear a doggy barking outside my window. This is going to be item number 4. I think my numbers are mixed up. Okay, maybe not. What do we have next? We have some eyelet kits. Does anybody like the little eyelet material? I think I've had some before. I know I have. Y'all, excuse me for trying to clean the fuzzies. Alright, so this is just all little eyelet, pertaining to eyelet. Little pieces of trim. I'm going to go through these really quick. I have 2 different blue eyelet trim pieces. This is really cute here. This is doubled over. Be cute on a denim book. These are doubled over also. Did I tell you that? I don't think I did. So, and I'm not sure. There's so many different lengths here. I can't measure it all. It's just too time consuming. But y'all get the gist of it. Here's some ivory. This is so cute. I love this little ivory one. It's so cute. This one is doubled over. This is so cute. This is doubled over. This is just some fabric. Eyelet fabric. You're getting a pretty big piece of this. I won't open it all the way out. But that's doubled again. That's doubled over. So it's twice that length. It's a big piece of fabric. This is super pretty. I have not had this one before. Decided to share it because I've been hoarding it. It is so pretty. This is doubled over. And then you're going to have some white. This is doubled. And these are different. And this one, that's doubled. There's 3 different ones here. That's doubled over. And then you're going to have this one, which is double. Like I said, if they have little spots, that's the way I got them. So you could always coffee dye if it bothers you. This is doubled over. And that's doubled. Actually, I think there's 2 different cuts there. Yeah, those were pre-cut. I must have pre-cut those for something. So you're getting 2 cuts. 2 cuts that are this length. You're getting 2 of them. It's pretty. This is pretty. This is fun. It's little circles. Looks like little eyelets. This one is super pretty. Fuzzies everywhere. This is a piece of fabric. And then you're going to have some pinks. I didn't have much of that one, but I tried to give a little piece of it. This is sort of that corally pink color. Really pretty. I love the way that the eyelet stands out on that. I'm not sure which is up and which is down. It's pretty either way. This was part of a blouse, I think. And this is a large piece here. Yeah. I think I've had some of this before. This might have been, no, I don't know what this was. This might have been something else because I've had this before. And these are large pieces. So I would think that would be a really big blouse. I don't know. Maybe it was a tablecloth. Anyway, it's really pretty. It's a big piece. And then I know that I've had this before. This is a peachy color, peachy pink fabric. So that's doubled over. So you get a large piece of that. So that is my eyelet bundle. I will pack these neater, I promise. You know how it is when you're trying to show something and it just makes a mess. Okay. These are also $8. And I had 3 available. Number 4. Okay, number 5. I'm sorry, y'all, I dropped one. If I don't get it now, I'm going to forget it. Okay. Next is going to be a green bundle. This is also 20 pieces. You're getting some pretty shades of green in here. This is item number 5. You're getting a good piece of this trim. This is doubled over. I don't have my measuring thing here, but anyway, you see how big it is. That's pretty. That's a double trim there. This is a double trim here. You're getting a good piece of this. This is that pretty hunter green that you use at Christmas time or any time. Depends on the project, right? Super pretty. That's just elegant. I think that's very elegant. Or that one's more shabby, maybe, or country. Then you're getting this shade of green. There's all kinds of shades of green in here. This is doubled over. This is vintage, I think. I'm pretty sure that's vintage. This is another vintage. This is like a sage green. It's really pretty. And then this is vintage. You're getting a good piece of that. I've had this one before in my sales. You may have some of this one in your stash. This is just some little, I don't know what you would call this, with the little, I don't even know what you call that. But anyway, you're getting a good piece of that. Quite a bit of that. You're getting some little rose trim here. You're getting a lot of that. Good amount of that. This is another vintage. Little small gathered green. Good amount of that one too. Man, I must have had a lot of that. Had a lot of green, I think. Here's some green and gold trim. It's kind of stiff, but if you glue it, I think it's fine. Very shiny, pretty. I know this is vintage. I've had this in my sale before. And this is kind of that mossy green, I guess you would call it. It's not sage. It's got some yellow in it. I'm not sure if you'd call that mossy, or I'm not sure the name of that. But anyway, you're getting a good piece of that. It's pretty with the lace on top of it. And then just a little piece of that. In the green and white. And then this is the sagey green. I may have had this before. I can't remember. But you're getting a large piece of this. I love it. You can do a lot with this too. You can cut it up different ways. You're getting a big piece of that. Some bright green piece of lace. Pretty. Love the way this is textured. I'm not sure if you can see it. You can feel it for sure, the different textures. Super pretty. And then I had some fabrics just that had some greens in it. This one has the pretty, this is Victorian looking, the rose and the emerald green and the sage. That's not really emerald green, that's more of a chili green, I guess. It's very pretty anyway. A piece of sagey lace here with some eyelash trim at the bottom. I think some of you purchased some of this from me before. Getting a pretty long piece of that. It's got the little roses here. And then this pretty fabric. And I may have gotten some of this fabric. You may recognize it if I got it from you. If I took out what I needed and then I'm destashing the rest. So this is a good size piece here. This is doubled over too, so you're gonna get lots of fabric. And some of these bundles, if I had the fabric that I wasn't gonna be using, then I'm sharing it. So Like I said, the kits are all different, but I'm trying to keep them affordable. You have seen this before. This has beautiful little birds. You know I love my birds. This has the fruit. And that's doubled over. It's got all your greens in it. It looks really pretty with this. Where's that trim? I know I'm killing too much time here, but look at that. That looks so pretty with that. That's that color green right there. It's gorgeous with that. Okay, I just had to show that. All right, I'm going to fold these back, I promise. This is just some green fabric right here. Pretty sure I might have gotten this out of a kit. This is doubled over, so you're getting a good piece of that. And then this one. And I think I also got this in a kit. It's got some purples in there and your different shades of green. This is doubled over, so you're getting a good piece of that. And that's my 20-piece greens, and also for $8. So quite a bit to play with. Okay, moving on. That was number 5, and I have 2 of those available. Moving on to number 6. These are going to be red. I have 2 available, another 20-piece. Sorry for all the noise of the baggies. I didn't have really another way to keep it separate but neat, you know, separated. This is gorgeous here. This is a wide, I don't have my measuring thing here. Probably maybe 2.5, 3 inches. I'm not sure. Gorgeous. Gathered, ruffled, however you say it. Pretty. That's doubled over, so that's a big piece. And then this is a little bit lighter color, red. Get a good piece of that. That is so pretty too. All the different shades. It's fun to play with all the different shades. That's a good piece of that. And this one right here is different, but it's very similar to that. But this one was different, so you're getting a, oh my goodness, I must have given you, at least a yard. I don't know, probably more. But it's different than that one. But they're very similar. This one has a bigger flower. But you're getting a good piece of that. Some more rickrack with some gold. A good piece of that. So with this is so pretty here. It's got the little shimmer. So you get a piece of that. This is vintage. Very delicate. Getting a good piece of that. And this is vintage. This reminds me of candy canes and Christmas time. Super pretty. This is an insertion lace if you wanted to put you a white ribbon or something down the middle. Pretty. This is a wide lace. This is good for pockets. It's doubled over. Now, I just threw in some fabrics if I had some that had the colors in it. So this has a touch of red, and this is the Paris. Some of you remember this from my past sales. It just has little touches of red, but I threw you a piece in. It's got the Paris theme going on. It looks so pretty. The reds look so pretty with this. This is a pretty satiny piece. Big piece. This would make gorgeous flowers. A big piece of that. See that shine? How pretty that is. So pretty. And this is so pretty. You're getting a big piece of this. Look at that shine. That's beautiful. Love that. And then another one. This one does not have a shine, but it's still beautiful. You're getting a big piece of that. This has a shine and some little sequins here. You might remember this from a past sale. Just a little piece to play with, little flowers. Got your little country checks here going on. This is doubled over. This is a thin fabric. Yeah, it's very thin, but it's so cute. So cute. Love it. Some more little dot fabric here. I guess I should say open. They're open dots. Huh. I love this one. This one is so pretty. I keep saying I'm going to make this book, but I never have. But I've been meaning to make I want to make a journal with this. I love the colors. Gorgeous. I decided to share because I have quite a bit of this fabric. And this is doubled over, so it's 2 times that size. Gorgeous. Love it. I need to do that journal. And then you're getting some of this one. Sorry, I got butterfingers. Now, if you cut along these lines here, you know, you'll have the little fringe. And you could actually make some trims out of this. This was I think this was a sweater. So you could have 1, 2, 3. You could make 4 trims out of that if you wanted to. And just let it be fringy at the bottom. Super fun to play with. And last but not least, this is sort of a burgundy red. I believe this may be a napkin. Or it was a napkin. Yeah, it's a piece of a big napkin. Really pretty. I think I got it upside down. Really big piece. That was a big napkin. Okay, that is my 20-piece red. Also for $8. And that is my last bundles that were $8. We're going to move down to some $6 bundles. I went down and then I tried to do it by the amount of pieces. That's how I priced it. And I studied it and studied it and studied it because I really didn't know what to ask for it. I hope that you all think that the prices are fair. You can let me know if you think they're too high or something. I tried to keep it reasonable for y'all. Let me see. This is going to be number 7. This is going to be a baby blue. And this is going to be an 18 piece. Now we're going down in the pieces. And the prices are coming down as we go through as we finish up here. So this is going to be the baby blue. There's 18 pieces. These are going to be $6 for 18 pieces. This just looks like a baby to me. Baby blue. So pretty. Okay, here we go. That's doubled over. That's so pretty. That's a big piece. You got some little trim here. You got some of this trim that's doubled over. That's doubled over. That's super pretty. This is vintage also, I think. Pretty sure. I got a bunch of vintage from one lady. Piece of this trim. I may have that. Yeah, I might have had that upside down. I know this is vintage. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Oops, that's backwards. And a big piece of that. And this one was vintage. So pretty. This has a different flower and it's a little bit shorter. Those go pretty together though if you used them in the same book or something. Some eyelet. That's doubled over. Good sizes here. This is doubled over. That could go down a spine. Be a little tuck spot in the corner. We got some fabric here that's got some blues. Little touch of rose and a little bit of green. And some of these fabrics are just little pieces, like I said, and some of them are large, but that's enough to do something with. And I love this fabric. I think it's so pretty. Love that color blue. This was a napkin, I believe. Yep. And I think I cut it in half because it was super large, and I've left the trim that was on the bottom. This is doubled over. A big piece of that. That would make some really pretty flowers. You've seen this in my past sales. I've had this fabric for a long time. It was a favorite for a lot of people for a long time. And I'm getting down to my last pieces. And it's still so pretty though. I love it. It's very shabby. So that's a doubled over piece there. It's very shabby. Now we're getting into some of these little baby turquoisey colors. You're getting a piece of mesh, knitting, whatever you call it. That's doubled over. And some minty blue, minty green blue gathered lace here. Another vintage one. This is not vintage, but this is a baby blue and white. Doubled over piece. A little minty green. You know me and my little polka dot fabrics. Love it. Get a good piece of that. It's so pretty. I love that. Love that color. And then this I've had for a while. This has the, what do you call that pattern? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think, y'all. That's a super long piece, but it's very pretty. I hope the print's picking up for you. Damask, is that it? Damask? I don't know. Y'all can laugh at me. I don't care. I'm laughing, so you can laugh with me. Okay, baby bluish color with a shimmer. That is beautiful. I love it. Okay, that is my baby blue bundle. And these are 18 pieces, and these are $6. That is item number 7. I had 2 available. Okay, this is going to be item number 8. We're going to get into some peach. I know there's some peach ladies out there. I think you've bought from me before. So I used to have lots of peach. I think I'm whittling it down. I still have quite a bit. And I had some pretty stuff. Pretty peach too. Look at this. This just reminds me of a little ballerina. That's so pretty. That's a double layer there, and then you have your lace across the top. So that is so cute. I think that just looks like ballerina. Slide this over. Okay, this is some more of the vintage lace. Pretty peachy color. A piece of that. Some of this trim. You got a good piece of that. That's doubled over. Got the double trim again, which is vintage. That's doubled over. Beautiful. Beautiful together. I love those colors. You're getting some leaf trim in the baby peach. This is like the pale peach. That would even go with baby pink. It's kind of that peachy pinky color that we all love. Some of these are the peachy pink. They could go either way. You're getting a good size, a good piece of that. And then this one, these are all vintage. Or this one and this one is vintage too. Good piece of that one. Another vintage one. Sorry, I don't have the measurements, but some of these are really big and some of them might maybe tiny, but you can see what you're getting pretty much. This has 2 tones to it, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but it's kind of a darker peach on the bottom, and then it goes into a pale peach. It's so pretty. This one I love too. So pretty and shimmery. I'm giving you some cute little polka dot ribbon to make precious bows. I hope those dots are showing up. Don't look at my age-old hands. I have age spots all over them. But that's so cute. This is vintage trim here. You've seen this in one of my past sales. I had all colors. In fact, I think I have some more coming up later. This is just the beginning of the sales that I have ahead. I have a lot of sales coming up. Different things that I cleaned out everything, like I said. This is doubled over, but also you could cut this down the middle and have 2 separate trims. It's super soft. I like it. And this is beautiful. This has your sage green and your little, it's kind of a peachy champagne rose. So pretty. This is the peachy pink fabric that I have a bolt of. That I'm going to be selling this by the yard also, because I have a bolt of it that needs to go. But I give you a piece in here, and that is double. It's kind of got a sheen to it, and it's a pretty heavyweight fabric. It's a good fabric. Love it. It frays beautiful. Love the way it frays on the edge. If you like the fray look, gorgeous to tie your books together. Make a ribbon and tie around it. It's so pretty. Or tassels. That would be gorgeous. Love it. But it needs to go. I've had it for a while. Love this. This has got your greens, your different shades of peach. And this is doubled over. It's a big piece. So it's double that. So you got a big piece of that. Love it. Love this. I'm working on an Easter book right now that I've started. And I'm using some of this on the inside. It's so cute. I can't remember who I got this from, but I love it. I love it. It's so cute. I had a large amount, so I'm sharing. Now this is doubled over. And these go so well together. All these little fabrics. This is another one that I love. That's so pretty with the green roses. I don't remember if I had this one before. Maybe I did. This is double. It's a beautiful bouquet. So that's on both sides. Doubled over. So it's a large piece. And that is my peach bundle. And what did I say? These are 18 pieces, and these are going to be $6. And that's item number 8. And now we're going to number 9, which is going to be burgundy or wine. Oh my goodness. So much to destash, y'all. I'm tired already. We're not even halfway through. I'm so sorry. I'm going slow. This is a good piece of this. This is beautiful. I love that. And it's just the right size, too. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's beautiful. And these pretty rosettes. Trim. I'm giving you a lot of that one. I had a bunch of this. It's got the little turquoisey blue kind of in the middle. I'm giving you some. This is velvet. A velvet ribbon. You can see it picks up all the little fuzzies. You'll have to go over it with your lint roller. That's doubled over. You can make a pretty bow with that. This pretty little trim. This is doubled over, but it has, I'll show you. Can y'all see that? Okay, and then this one. This is like a mesh at the top, and then you have your lace and your ribbon running through it. And this is super pretty. This has got gold. This is a doubled over piece. That's your flower. Giving you some dangles here. These are gorgeous. They're shiny. I'm giving you a big piece of that. We all love the dangles, right? I think we do. And they're getting hard to find. They really are. This is pretty trim too with the little scallops. Super pretty. This is gorgeous. Trim. You could always cut these if you wanted to make some little appliques out of them. Beautiful piece. I know you've seen, well, I'll tell you in a minute. Here's another trim. This is more of a pinky. This kind of has a pink tint to it instead of burgundy. It's a lighter color. There's a good piece of that. And then some of this. Good piece of that one. Now this one, I know some of you may have bought some of this one from me before. This was a piece of a little girl's dress, I believe. And you can cut these little rosettes out individually if you wanted to. Along with your little rhinestone pieces. Use it however you wish. Put it on the cover of a book or something. Lots of ways to play with that. This has your pinks and burgundies. This is a lace. I love finding all these prints with all these colors. They're so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. This looks vintage. I can't remember who I got this one from either. But I love it. It's so pretty. So this is doubled over. So you got twice the length there. More dotty fabric. Let's see. No, that's not doubled over. So that's the size. It's still a good size. A big square. So fun to play with those. This is your sheer with the rose. This is Victorian looking. Isn't that gorgeous? Got your green, your gold, your ivory. Piece of that. Last but not least, this pretty fabric here. It's got your burgundies. It's kind of got some corals and some peach. Let's see how big it is. That's doubled over, so it's twice this width. So that is my burgundy kit. That is number 9, and these are 17 pieces. I have 2 available, number 9. Also $6. Did I say that? Also $6. Bear with me, y'all. I'm getting a big mess. I think I'm gonna have to change my... I think this one's full. Do y'all do this, or is it just me? I think it's this mat, too. This mat. Everything wants to cling to this mat. Okay. Number 10 is going to be a teal and turquoise kit. Oh my goodness, at the bundle here. This is a large piece of teal and kind of a shimmery see-through. It's not really a color, maybe just a shimmery. I don't know what you would call that, really. It's not really white. It's just a shimmer. You're getting a big piece of that. This is a vintage one here. This is more of your turquoise. The baby, I got it backwards, the baby trim. Lacy trim, super cute. I've used this one in my projects before. This is not vintage. This was just some, not sure what you call that, but I had a big piece of it. It's more of a darker turquoise there. You're getting different shades here to play with. This is vintage. It's gorgeous. A big piece of that. This is just a piece of trim here. I think you can pull the ribbon if you want to, the string, excuse me, if you want to have that made into a tassel, a fringe. I think you can pull that. And then it has, I can't get it. There. It has that across the top, but it just probably needs pressing because it's been folded up. That's the way it looks across the top. So you got your different shades of blue. You're getting a piece of that. That's super soft. This is your black and turquoise. This is super cute. A big piece of that. And I love these. You can always put something down the middle here, and it's so cute. Some bling or some, like a chain or a ribbon. Super pretty. Also, you could roll that up and make a flower. This piece here just has your different blues. It's got some pink. I just added some of that in here. Getting a big piece of that. You're getting a big piece of this. Oh, at least a yard or more. Maybe 2 yards. I'm not sure. I'll give you a lot of that. That's a lot of lace right there. This color is so pretty. It's the more on the teal side, and it has a shimmer just across the bottom. It's gorgeous. You're getting a big piece of that too. And then this come off of a blouse, so that's why there's so many the same color, but they're all different trims here. You can tell what's up and what's down. That'd be pretty down a spine. Super cute. And then this was part of it. You're getting a big piece of this. I love that. That's so cute. And then there was this one, which is also cute. And you could cut this, you know, cut it up and use it. Make 2 or 3 trims out of that. A lot of ways to use that. This is a beautiful color of blue here. This is doubled over, so it has the eyelash on the top and the bottom. It's a big piece. You've seen me have this before in my past sales. It's got your browns and your different shades of turquoise. This is a doubled over piece of fabric, so that's a large piece. And then you have some teal, just teal fabric here. And this is a big piece also. Good for making ties, flowers, ribbons, bows, however you wish to use it. And that is my teal turquoise bundle. And that is number 10. I have 2 available, 16 pieces for $6. Number 11 is going to be a silver and gray, silver and gray bundle. These are 15 pieces. So we've got some of this little trim. You know, they need to be combed out. So to come it with your nails or something, or get a comb and comb it out. You're getting a big piece of that little fringe trim. Super cute. Now that's gray, more of your gray color. This is black. It's very shiny. It's got your silver and black. You're getting a large piece of that. That would make a pretty little bow or tie on your tag. A piece of this. Pretty little shimmery. And then some of this trim. Big piece of that. This is gray. Little lace trim. Some of this trim. And I've given you 2 little like doily flowers. And then a piece of this fringe trim. Have I got that? Yeah. Goes this way. But these do need pressing, y'all. They've been bundled up for a long time. That's doubled over, so that's a good piece too. This is super shiny. It's so cute to play with. It's a good piece of that. This is your soft gray color. And this right here is very soft. It's a sheer, and I hope that print picks up for you. It's got a shimmer to it too. Can you see the print? Really cute. Different. And this piece. And this piece is super shiny. That's doubled over. I'm gonna unfold it. A big piece of that. And a good piece of this one. That's doubled over. And last but not least, I've had this before. I know several of you purchased some of this from me probably 2 years ago. I'm down to my last little bits, but I still love it. And that pink just stands out so pretty against that gray and the white. It's so cute. So that is my gray silver bundle. That is item number 11. I have 2 available and they're 15 pieces. Also for $6. Okay, item number 12. These are going to be 14 piece. I have royal blue and navy. Did I change that? I did change that. I'm losing my mind over here, y'all. Ah, the fuzzies. Okay. So this is my royal blue and navy bundle. You're getting a piece of this pretty little trim. So soft. This beautiful royal blue is so pretty. Big piece of that lace. This is so cute with the flowers. Well, I can get it to behave here. It has the different shades of blue. This is a doubled over piece, so you're getting a big piece of that. Getting a little piece of this. That's doubled over, so that's a good size. A piece of that. Isn't that pretty? That blue is so pretty. This one's a little bit darker. And a piece of that. That looks cute down a spine also. And this is vintage. Love this. This is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I just love it. Got some lace here with the fringe on the bottom. Beautiful piece right there. You could always cut that down the middle and make 2 trims if you wanted to. This is a little bit darker navy. Piece of lace with roses. I think that was the right way. Some little blue fabrics. This is just a little piece here. That's doubled over, so a good size to do something with. And this one is very vintage looking. I can't remember who I got them from. They're so cute. These are so cute together. This one's doubled over also. Very vintage looking, so cute. And then we have some ivory and navy with roses. This is doubled over, so it's a big piece. Beautiful. And one more. And this is a big piece that I love. Love this print. This is something else I've put on hold that I've been wanting to make a book with. This print is so pretty. And I can't remember who I got it from. I love it. I had a lot, so I shared. Gorgeous piece. That is my blue bundle. Navy and royal blue bundle. And that was 14 pieces. I have 2 sets available, and that is number 12. Moving along to number 13, I'm going to give you some. Oh, what is next? I'm sorry, I lost my place here. Number 13 is coral and orange. Coral and orange. Where are you? Here you are. Oh, there was some pretty corals in here too. Corals and orange. Bright colors here. We have some rickrack. Did I tell you the royal and navy, they're still $6. I'll tell you when the price changes. Like I said, they're going down as we go down in the number of items in each kit. We're still on the $6 bundles right now. So this is number 13. These are 14 pieces also. This is doubled over. This is a coral and sage. This is vintage. I've had this before. I know several of you have purchased some of this. I still have quite a bit of this. I love it. It's beautiful. It's got a shimmer to it, and that's doubled over, so that's a big piece. This is also doubled over. I want to show you the flower. There you go. Isn't that pretty? The trim on the bottom of that is so pretty. This looks like a piece of nightgown, but it was not a nightgown that I purchased. This came as fabric like this, but it's got that nightgown texture. It is a beautiful piece. I had a large piece of this, and I don't remember where I got it, but I promise you it was not a nightgown. If that matters to you, it was just a piece of fabric. So somebody probably had destashed maybe someone who made nightgowns. I'm not sure, but I thought it was a really beautiful piece. So I love the colors. It goes so pretty with this fabric here. You got that piece. And then this is so pretty. This is shabby looking to me. I love it. This is doubled over, so it's a large piece of that. I'm giving you some dangles. A big piece of dangles here. Super pretty. This is kind of the orangey corally color. This one is more, I think this is more corally. That one has a little more orange in it than these. Some little bobbles there. And this has a shimmer to it. It's super pretty. And this is doubled over. Look at that print. Isn't that pretty? I know I'll repeat myself. I'm sorry. I think it's all pretty. This is a brighter orange, a brighter corally orange. It's really cute for like a summertime project or spring. And some of us, like bright colors no matter what time of year it is. This is really cute right here. This is doubled over. I'm not going to open that out. I think you can see the print there. Large piece of that. This is just some lace to play with, coral lace, which is hard to find. Is that backwards? I can't ever tell. No, I think that's right. So you get a pretty good size of that to play with. I'm not sure if this was part of a feed sack or what, and I'm not sure if I got this from Miss Pearl or Deb. I can't remember where I got it, but I love it. Love the green in it. It's so pretty. That's doubled over. It's got that texture. I'm not really sure. And then this here. This is so pretty. This is a big piece. It's double this. So that's doubled over. So that's a large piece there. It has all the colors. And that's my orange and coral bundle. 14 pieces, $6. Number 13. Number 14, I have some pinks. And these, I think, are just fabrics. I don't have any trims in here. These are just fabrics. 14 pieces. Some I had trims with, some I did not. So, but you're getting some laces in here. Okay, did I change the number? I did, didn't I? These are 14 pieces. I have 2 available. You're getting that piece of pretty pink lace. I've had this before. I think I've had this. I know I've had this before. A lot of you got some of this from me, I think, too. This is doubled over, so that's a large piece of that fabric. I love it. The roses are so pretty. You got baby roses and the bigger rose. Some more, this is the fabric that I showed you before, the peachy pink kind of shimmer that I have a bolt of. That's doubled over, so that's a pretty big size in there. I will be selling this by the yard if anybody's interested. This is the one that has a pretty fray. This is more of a satiny. I'm not sure if that was a pillowcase or what that might have been, but it's kind of a satiny. You could make beautiful flowers with that. That's doubled over. There's a big piece of that. See the shade difference there? I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick that up. This one is more of a peachy pink, and this one is baby pink. You got your 2 shades in the fabric here too. This piece of lace I've had before. Super pretty. You could cut these out and make appliques. If you didn't want to use it as a background or something, you can make individual appliques out of that. Got a big piece of that. This is some little rose fabric. You got your sage green in there. This is also doubled over, so it's a good size piece of that. This is the gorgeous shimmery that everybody loved. I had this before. It is doubled over, so it's double that. And then I've had this one before, and I'm just giving you little pieces here. That's doubled over. You're getting that piece. That's doubled over also. Getting that piece. So sweet. I love that. I've had this before. Super soft, textured, stretchy, shimmery. Love it. I think some of you got some of this from me before too. Another piece of very soft. It's not satin. I'm not sure what kind of fabric that is, but oh my goodness, it's like butter in your hands. I don't know what you would call that, but it is super soft. That's doubled over that way. So it's a good size. More baby rose fabric. I've had this one before too, so you just have little offcuts here, but that's doubled over, so that's a good piece there. And then you're getting a longer piece here that's doubled over. So you're getting 2 pieces of that. This was a favorite. It's very shabby. I love it. This has got to be one of my favorites. But I'm sharing. And then this is kind of it's textured like a, not velour, or is that the word I'm looking for? Maybe velour. Very soft. I was going to show you the bottom here. It does have a little scallop down here at the bottom. And it's a long piece that you can use however you wish. And that is my pink fabric bundle that I have going every which way now. That is number 14. This is going to be your last, my last $6 bundle. I have 2 available. We're fixing to move into some $5. This is my last $6 bundle of 14 pieces for $6. Got some good size fabrics there to play with. Item number 15. These are going to drop to $5. And these are going to be the lowest prices I have on this sale. hopefully we're almost done. I only have 22 and we're on 15, so y'all bear with me. Because I do have just about all colors here, so. Let me see what is next. Lavender. We're doing lavender. Now these are 13 piece. I just tried to slightly reduce the prices as the amount in the kits, you know, got smaller. So I tried to keep it affordable. Okay, 13. Yeah, I have 2 available. This is some vintage eyelet. Gorgeous. Love it. You're getting a large piece of this. Like I said, I don't know the measurements, but you're getting a good bit of that. I'm sorry, it's all over the place here. There's really no good way to show these. This is beautiful. Getting a piece of that. Oh, you're getting a good piece of this one. Yeah, this way. It's so pretty. And a piece of this, and I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, but these little dots right here have a pale lavender. And then this is kind of a white and then trimmed in gray, and then it has some netting in the middle. It's really pretty. That would make a pretty spine also. It's so cute. And then here you got some shiny trim. Now this is kind of a pinky lavender piece of lace. Just to play with. It's got the eyelash at the bottom. This is a piece of netting that is shimmer. It has a flower, or 3 flowers, or no, it has more than that. It has little ones too. You could cut that any way you wanted to, or just use it as is, like that. Super shiny, so cute. I love this fabric right here. This is a mauve lavender. Love it. It is super shiny. You're getting a good size of that. This is a pretty shade here too. All the different shades, but they go so well together. This is pretty. This has a little shimmer in the center of the roses. Can y'all see that? Beautiful lace. And then this one, you can cut these little flowers out if you wanted to, or put them on a tag or something to cover, have something underneath it and have that just to pop out on the top. Super cute. This, I think, come off of a little girl's formal dress. I had quite a bit of it, and it's so cute. Some little lavender check here. That's doubled over. So good size of that. Some beautiful lavender satin. Look how shiny that is. I love it. A good size of that. And then this one is textured and shiny. Different shades of lavender. So pretty. And that is my lavender bundle, which is 13 pieces for $5. $5. I have 2 available. Number 16 is going to be black. I know a lot of you were looking for black on my last sale. I remember, but that's been months ago. Well, I have destashed because I had a lot of black. I have 4 of these kits available. And they're 13 pieces for $5. So, let's see. That's the first little trim there. Like I said, these need pressing because they're wrinkly. And there's some beautiful little black trims in here. Beautiful. Oops. That's doubled over. That's a good size. And that one, this one is so pretty. It looks antique, really. I'm not sure if it is, but it looks it. It's so pretty. And I think this come off a sweater. You could cut those and use them individually. Put you some bling in the middle. Super cute. You could have 1, 2, 3, 4. You could have 6 flowers there. This one also I love. I think I might have sold some of this one before. You can also cut those if you wanted to. The flowers and the leaves. So pretty. Giving you some of this. Oh, it's twisting and curling on me. That's doubled over, so it's a good piece of that. I think I've had some of this before. This is just a little piece, but it's so cute. You could cut it and use it. It could go a long way. Wherever you want a little bit of bling, shiny bling. So pretty. You could use that as a pocket or a page. Cut it in half and use it. I don't know. You could use that so many ways. Just for that little touch of sparkle. And this one also, because it has the little sequins. Just a piece of sequin fabric there. Got a piece of lace here. This is that has the different dimensions to it, I think. Let's see. Yeah, you can feel it. I think it's this side. You can feel the different textures on it. It's really pretty. Then I've given you this one, and I've left this attached at the bottom. And oh, this was a scarf. Okay, let me move this out of the way so you can see this, because I took apart a scarf and it's got you some fringe on the top, or dangles at the top and the bottom. So you're getting a good piece of that, and you got these dangles up here, and then you got them down here. So you can take that off and use that separate. Then you got all this lace in the middle, and look at the texture in that. But you got a good piece of that. And then here's another lace. Let's see if it'll pick up on there. Go this way with it. Can't tell if it's upside down or what. Anyway, you see the print, and it's a good size piece. And then this is the last one. There. This one is textured. It's got a raised flowers and stuff on it. It's really pretty. That's a good size piece there. So that is my black bundle, number 16, and these are $5. And I have 4 available. Okay, y'all know that's going to drive me crazy. My sticky is not working good. I don't like these cheap Amazon rollers that I purchased. They just don't want to pick up very well. It's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, we're going into some gold. This is number 17. I think a lot of you purchased gold last time also. I have dug some more out for y'all. These are 13 piece also. I have three of these kits available. I'll go ahead and start with this eyelash trim here, or not eyelash. Is that eyelash trim? Yeah, I guess you call that eyelash. You're getting, oh, it's a good piece there. Okay, if I can quit having butterfingers. Okay. I've given you this little beaded dangle. A good piece of that. That is so pretty too. I've used that several times. Oh, I forgot I've given you this. This is very unusual, and you might have gotten some of this from me before. This was a rare find. And I'm giving you a good piece. Look at this dangle. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. That is super long. I don't remember how long that is, but it's super long. I'm giving you a good piece of that. this is vintage. This has got a rough texture to it. I remember this is vintage from where I got it from. You could put a ribbon down through there if you wanted to. It's got that, I don't know, it's got that thicker texture to it. Would be good for a card or something. This is also vintage. I think I got from the same person. Oh, come on. So that's doubled over, so you get a good piece of that. And you're getting a piece of this one, which is doubled. I've had some of this before. It's just a little fun fabric to play with. It's got the little gold specks on it and these little ruffles. They will raise up. You could cut these and use these individually. I think several of you bought some of this from me before. It's super soft. You're getting a piece of that to play with. You're getting some of this. This is doubled over, so it's twice that size with the stars. This piece here is beautiful. Gold lace. You don't see this often either. And it has a flower and it has sequins in the flowers. You're getting 3 flowers. Isn't that pretty? So shimmery. You're getting some of this pretty shimmery soft fabric. I've had this before also. It's so cute to cut little pieces just for the shine. Put on your projects. I've had this before. I think several of you might have purchased from me. This is the scallop at the bottom. This is doubled over, so it's a lot of lace. You could cut these leaves individually, or the stem actually, if you wanted to do that. It's really pretty. There's another trim I missed. Now this one, I'm not sure again what you call that with the little holes there at the bottom. Those little loops. You could hang charms on that. It's really cute. I'm not sure. This may be vintage actually. It might have come in that vintage pack. And then you're getting this. And last but not least, a piece of this shimmery fabric, which is doubled over. And that's my gold pack. $5. And how many did I say I had? I have 3 of these for $5 each. That's number 17. My gas is running out, y'all. I'm getting tired. I've been at it all day. We're almost done now. Oh, if I can stand fuzzies. Okay, number 18. This is going to be purple. You purple ladies out there? I think there's a couple of you that like the purple. All right, I'm going to start with some pom-pom trim here. A good piece of that. There again, you got the purple with this shimmery edge here. You got a good piece of that. That's a long one there. And then you've got the purple and white, which is beautiful. That's doubled over. Then you've got some vintage lace, ruffled, gathered, ruffled, whatever. The flower, that's doubled over. And you've got a piece of this, beautiful. This is a soft one. Then you have a piece of this fabric. This is like a plum, purpley plum color. It's got the pretty rose print. See if you can see that. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? Got a piece of that. Then you have a piece of this with a dangle. Pretty good size of that. You got some of this little bling to play with. You know, you cut these. You can use one at a time to put in your little butterflies or however you want to use it. Got purple lace here. That way. Pretty piece of purple lace there. Some purple shimmery satin here. Make gorgeous flowers. That's doubled over. Look at the shine on that. It's so pretty. I've had this before. This is a 12 print. Let's see if it'll show up. It has the girl and boy and the roses. It's beautiful. I hope you can see that. She got a piece of that. Then we have a piece of this. This was also a scarf that has, oops, it's upside down. It's got your champagne color stripe and it's got your purple lavender rose. Move that, maybe you can see it. Isn't that pretty? I love it. That's beautiful. And then you have some purple floral fabric here with different shades of purple and lavender. Yeah, that's doubled over. So it's double that width. And that is my purple bundle. Number 18. And I have 2 available, 12 pieces. And they're $5. Excuse me, I gotta have a drink, y'all. Number 18. Okay, moving on to number 19. We're almost done. We're almost there. I have an 11-piece blush and mauve. This is another fabric, all fabric bundle, no trim. Just fabrics, like on the pink bundle. I do have other trims coming up in another sale, though, that I'm destashing. And I have bling, and I have paper packs. Oh, my goodness. I have a little bit of everything. If it's anything to do with crafts, I probably have it coming up in a sale. So, y'all just be watching. This is a beautiful mauve bundle. I love this bundle. It's so pretty. One of my favorites. Okay, so this is just little pieces of fabrics, y'all. This would make some beautiful projects. Of course, I got the little dot. You know I love this fabric. It's so pretty. This one has a stripe and a dot. So you got a piece of that. And this is gorgeous. This has a gold eyelet flower. Isn't that gorgeous? And it has that kind of corally color rose. And I'm not sure what that says. Oh, I can't read it. Anyway, it's a beautiful piece of fabric. Then we have some mesh here, and that soft mauve color. That's doubled over. No, that's doubled over. And then I've had this before. I think a lot of you purchased this from me too. It's beautiful. It's so soft. Like I said, this is one of my favorite kits here. This lace right here, oh, it's one of my favorites. I can't remember if I've sold this one before because I've been hoarding it. You pull it apart and you see the roses. Let me move this because it's pleated. When you pull on it a little bit, you see that rose pattern on there. Oh, it's beautiful. So it's pleated. It just clings right back, you know, right back up in the pleats. You're getting a good piece of that. And this is another one of my favorites. This was a table cover. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at the shimmer on that. She's getting a large piece of that. This was a sweater. That was beautiful. Textured. Look at that. This is like little loops. It is gorgeous. Love it. That's a big piece there. Oh, and this was a dress. And it was beautiful. It was like a formal dress that I took apart. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. Y'all can tell my gas is running out, right? I'm getting tired. I'm almost done. Look at this, how pretty, y'all. Look at all the sequins. Look at all that. You could just cut little pieces and have something, you know, if you wanted a little shine somewhere. But look at the bottom. You're getting some scallops here to play with. All these flowers. Oh, it's so pretty. So you got a good piece of that to play with. A lot of little added bling there for your projects. Big piece. Like if you bought that just as a single applique, you know, it's probably, you would probably pay what you're paying for the whole kit. I'm just saying. Okay, here's a mauve soft fabric that is gorgeous. It's got a little shimmer and it's got a little texture. Getting a big piece of that. I've had this one and I know you all loved it. Most of you, I think, got a little piece of this. I just threw this one in here. It's got a little touch of mauve and peach and hunter green. Not hunter, but sage green. I didn't mean to undo all of it. Okay, but that's doubled over. So you're getting, that's double. So you're getting a large piece and it's the Paris again. See, it's got some mauve in here. So it goes with this kit really pretty. The colors are really pretty together. Love it. And the last one is another shimmery lace. Look at that. I'm not sure if that's picking up the shimmer in that, but it's got a little gold shimmer. It's beautiful. So I just love this kit. Okay, so that's my blush mauve kit. Now I have only 2 available. And it's got 11 pieces for $5. I think that's a bargain. If I do say so myself. Okay, number 20. Almost there. You're going to love this one. If you like the bumblebees, if you like bees, you're going to like this, okay? I have put together a little bee bundle. Let me see what my other one is. Yeah. Okay. I'm just calling this my bee bundle. And I based that off of one fabric that I had, which was actually a little girl's dress that I bought just for the fabric. Because it had bees and I wanted to do a bee journal. Which I haven't done yet. Surprise, surprise. So, and this has some yellows. Of course, I matched the fabric. So, your little trims and such that's in here is going to match the fabric. That's cute as it can be right there. The little hearts. You're getting a brand new pack of seam binding. That is that color. Not sure where I got these little appliques. But they matched. They're not bees, but they do match in the kit. So I'm stuck them in there. Super cute. Let me move these over here. If you're doing a bug journal, you could do some of this fabric. You could just do it, you know, using some of this and use, instead of just bees, you could do bugs. This is doubled over, so it's twice the length for some dangles. You could cut these individual for flowers, or you could use that as a trim. It goes with the bee theme with the flowers. This one also would be cute in a bead journal, I think, because it's flowers. And it reminds me of a fence, even though it's not really a fence, but I guess it could be. Got some pretty little trim on the bottom. Got a good piece of that. And this is my bee fabric. I've given you little pieces because this was a child's dress. Like I said, I have cut it up because I loved the little bees. So that's one piece. I'm not going to unfold all these. This is doubled over again. So this is, you know, that's doubled of that. So that's that piece. You're getting 3 sizes of fabric here to play with your bees. And then this is your largest piece of the bees, which is double double that size. So you're getting a lot of bee fabric. So anybody that looks for bee stuff, I only have this one kit. I'm so sorry. I had to keep a little bit because I want to make me a bee journal. But there's that. Okay, I have some lace that matches, okay? That yellow color lace. And I'm giving you quite a bit. That's one piece. And I can't remember how, I may have cut these the same size, but I've given you 2 pieces, so I can't remember how I cut it. But anyway, you're getting 2 pieces of the lace, and then you're getting this little gingham. It's so cute, and it's just a shade of yellow like the others. I think this is a precious kit also. With all the yellow and stuff, it just matches the little bees. So that's my bee bundle. $5, y'all. So grab it while you can if you want to do a bee journal. And some bonus little bugs here that match. So cute. So cute. Okay, that was number 20. I only have one, and I'm so sorry. But I want to see your journal if you buy it from me. I want to see what you make with it. Okay, 21. We're almost done. This is an 8-piece yellow fabrics, and I think there's a couple of pieces of trim. Some of these are vintage fabrics. Some of these you might have seen before. No, that's right. That was my right number. Okay. I had a lot of pom-pom trim that I don't really use, so I have had to get rid of some of it. So you're getting this big piece of lace, or long piece of lace here. This is more of a baby yellow, where that's more of a dark yellow. I've had this before. This is vintage fabric here. You're getting a large piece of this because I had a lot of this. Yeah, see, this is, it's double this size, so it's big. And it has that pretty color of blue, and then your green. Getting a big piece of that. I've had this one before. Now this is that shimmery, shiny, I don't know, it's got that, I'm not sure, there's a name for it, but I can't think of the name. You're getting this piece. It's got that shine, and it's not leathery, but I guess it kind of feels leathery. I know y'all know the name, and I just can't think. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't think of it. But anyway, it reminds me of a Waverly, and this may be Waverly. I'm not sure. And then again, this may have been a feed sack. I'm not sure. It's beautiful. I don't remember who I got it from. I saved myself some, and I'm sharing some. It is gorgeous. This is vintage that I've had for a long time. I had a lot of this one also. I love it. It just reminds me of my childhood. Do you remember in the 70s? I'm giving away my age. Do you remember in the 70s these colors were so popular? Well, I'm pretty sure that's where this came from, was the 70s. I love it. It just reminds me of growing up. Then we have this. This was a pillowcase. And I have left this border on here for you. So you got, these are pretty little circles here if you just wanted to cut them. I did have that the right way, didn't I? I can't really tell what's up and what's down. Anyway, this is doubled over, so you got roses all over here too. Isn't that pretty? And it goes so well with this. I love to match them up when they coordinate. I love that. And I can't remember who I got this from, but I absolutely love it. Haven't used it yet. There again, I had a lot, so I'm sharing. This is a super large piece here. If you like the twill. I guess that's how you say that. Isn't that cute? Those little kids playing and swinging. I just love it. It's so sweet. Love it. Look at the little ducks and the chickens. Beautiful. So that's my yellow kit. $5. number 21. And I only had one, and this is an 8-piece. I'm sorry, I only had one of both. These are the only two, the two yellows. I only had one to share. Okay, the last one, number 22. Yay, we're almost done with this one. This is just a fabric bundle, and most of them have some type of rose print. So I'm just calling this my rose bundle. Some of this is vintage. This one on top here is vintage. And you've seen it before in my sale. This is doubled over. Yeah, so it's a big piece. Double that size. And you've seen this one before. I'm giving you little pieces here. Excuse me. Because I had so much of it. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's not as stiff as the yellow one I just showed you. Got that small piece, and then you got this. This is doubled over, so that's a larger piece. I love the pattern. The roses, they're so pretty. Got that one. And then you've seen some of these in the other kits. Like I said, most of these have roses. This is doubled over, so that's twice of that. And then you've seen this one, which is also doubled over, so it's a good size of that one. I'll have to show you my music box in a minute. When I hit it, it jingled and I heard the music. This is the other, one of my favorite fabrics here. There's two cuts here. One is smaller. That's doubled over, so, and then this one is larger. It's just longer. Like I said, it's just the cuts I had available. I just threw this in because it had some pink that kind of went with some of these. But this is just some pink stripe. And it kind of has some dots. I'm not sure if the light is good enough to pick that up. Has some texture in between here, like little dots or something. This is doubled over, so there's two of those. Not two, I'm sorry, it's twice the width. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. Okay, some more of this pretty blueprint with the roses. This is double. Yeah. Big piece of that one. And finally, more of this shabby that I've had forever that I love. It's a big piece of this. So it's doubled this way, so it's a long piece. And that is the last one, y'all. This is my rose kit. And I have two of these available. 8 pieces of fabric, $5. That is it for this sale. I will be coming back again soon. If you would like for me, if you see something today, if you would like for me to hold it until my next sale, which I hope will be coming up soon, I will be happy to do that. That way your shipping is cheaper. We always do that when we have our sales. Just let me know. And be sure and comment under this video if you saw something that you like. And I will let you know when I'm having the next sale. I will do a short video to announce the time. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you saw something that you liked. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good day. Bye.